So this is the 4th of July weekend right now, and I haven't been in the US in the 4th of July since like 2015. And July 4th, 1776 is when Americans declared their independence from the British against King George III. And I am really kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's apparently some rodeo off in this village or small town called Whitesboro, and I'm looking for it, and I'm kind of a little bit lost. The city seems totally abandoned almost. Like here's the downtown, I think. There's music playing. I'm trying to find where the rodeo is, but I'm pretty sure there's something around. I think this might be it, but I'm not sure. There's a bunch of cars pulling to the side on the highway. So I'm just a little curious to see. When I was at the Trump store with the Denton Flat Earth guy, I got this shirt here. That's, of course, a reference to the people storming the Capitol when they said that the election was rigged when Trump lost. So I'm very curious to see what the reaction here is going to be. Definitely in the right place. I drove this little Prius, this hybrid that I borrowed, and it feels kind of funny compared to all the big trucks. And hear the national anthem of the United States, Star Spangled Banner, out in the distance. After living in Europe for 6 years, all these big trucks are still looking quite exotic to me. This is definitely the real deal. People sitting on the pickup truck.
Hey, we've got a little bit of trick ride going on here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, oh yes! Other 100 points to get you a perfect ride.
So I'm super excited. There should be some 4th of July fireworks coming in, and I'm feeling patriotic. They were just calling out, like, you know, is anyone from like Texas? Almost everyone's from Texas. A few people from Oklahoma, no one from Michigan like me. They said the last kid in the arena needs to go to summer school. Those kids aren't even trying. I think they really want the extra education. Oh my God, oh my gosh. These are women 18 and under, and they got to catch the thing there, and they get $50 if they catch it. It's definitely not what we do for fun in Michigan.
Yeah, the whole idea of a rodeo is to get points. And with points, you make it to the nationals, and that's where you make the big bucks.
Cowboys getting their lassos ready.
Yeah, and they spend a lot of time on those ropes. That ain't just basic ropes.
If they break the rope before they get the calf, they get no points at all. That was 0 points?
That was 0 points. I don't give them nothing.
Got it?
Yeah, let's go! Yeah.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, he said, you know what, I know I'm going to
rodeo clowns coming in that are So this shows a lot of the variation within the United States. You know, me being from Detroit, this is just as exotic as wandering through some markets in Ukraine finding fruit babushkas. So I understand, like, these sorts of areas where they're very small towns or villages, these are very, very popular. People love going to the rodeo.
There you go.
So apparently what they do is they tie a rope around the horse's balls, and that's why the horse is pissed off. So I would do the same if I were there too. So right now they're trying to get the rope off this horse so his balls aren't in pain anymore. They get more points if the horse is bucking aggressively, right? So,
Oh yes, that's
and
correct.
I guess the owners they make a lot of money selling this horse if it bucks a lot, especially a bull that's going crazy. So
It really does.
yeah.
I got it, boys. I got it on the rest of it. Put those down. Put those up. Put them away.
Is this Texas humor?
Listen. I don't know who your girlfriend is or who you think she is.
What are they saying? What's this about?
Look weird. Hey! Stop it. You look weird. Just get it out of here. Do a little contact, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, when the clowns are out here, doing this show, it just kind of gives a break to the cowboys, while they're, getting some rest in between, riding the bulls and the horses.
Okay, so they get to rest some, so
Right,
that's great.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's what this is all about.
Apparently these horses are super specialized, so these ones are only for barrel racing. And Mark had a friend who had him by surprise ride a barrel racing horse and just cut, and he wasn't expecting it. So I just figured these horses kind of do everything, but they're very specialized. So this girl's she's probably like 4 or 5 or something like that.
Last year, 2 years old, I couldn't even watch it. I thought, oh my God, that baby falls. It's like, oh man.
Oh my God, I can't imagine a 2-year-old on a horse doing this barrel. Yeah.
2 years old, that little kid last year. That was ridiculous.
Wow.
There was no way. Yeah, one of the best riders of all time was Lane Frost.
The bull riding, right?
Yeah, in bull riding, and he was from Lane, Oklahoma, and he got hurt. And he got horned, and that's when they started the vest, the tight vest to keep people from getting horned in the future. So they stopped.
Wow.
So that's why you see them all riding or all wearing those black vests. It's to keep them from getting horned again. But before, when Lane Frost was doing it, they didn't wear a vest. Now they do.
There's nothing more American than fireworks on the 4th of July at a rodeo. All right, thank you. How many seconds was it?
I didn't know. I didn't even watch it. That's funny.
It's the actual 4th of July, and I think all the celebrations are pretty much on Saturday the 3rd. So today it's more just going to be, I'm going to go to the gym. So I kind of miss this place. I'm going to squat in some sort of really crazy bars today, so I don't really get a chance to do this in Poland. And then it's going to be math the rest of the day. I wanted to try to look for some other neat stuff to do, but Dylan kind of convinced me we should just probably try to finish this project since I go back home to Poland tomorrow. This was a really good last day at the gym. Unfortunately, I've been so busy, I only made it a few times. But this squatting with this cambered bar, I mean, this is actually really hard, like on the core, doing it like without a belt, and it's been so many years. So I only had 320 on, and it was really hard. These glute ham raises are amazing. I don't have access to this in Poland, but this really, really hits your hamstring hard. So I am on my way to go meet with one of my co-authors. I know it's the 4th of July, but we're still working. And then tomorrow I'm going back to Poland. These shirts I got at the Trump store with the Denton Flat Earth guy are getting a lot of compliments. People seem to be totally okay with the Trump election shirt I was wearing at the rodeo. And this Don't California My Texas seems to get a lot of compliments. So I know certain parts of the country you'd probably get like punched if you wear something like this.
Prove some kind of super general theorem instead of, I don't think. It sounds like it's just really hard.
Well, it sounds like different cases are breaking up into different theories. Like I said, this kind of dynamical case, this case that's analogous to something more fractal-like. So one of the cool things about math, you don't necessarily need to get up in the morning. You can kind of do your research whenever you want. And maybe you can take a day off randomly in the middle of the week. You can work your own hours. But then you have this sort of thing where, okay, I'm meeting with 2 of my co-authors on the 4th of July. So to me, that's fine. And, all the coffee shops, as far as we can tell, are closed. So we're going to be meeting in this sports bar right over here. So we're still working on trying to finish this paper that we're writing with this co-author in Ukraine. And we're trying to rewrite some of the proof right here. And we've been working on this through most of the trip. So this is a peach Moscow mule. So Dylan just having a beer. I'm in the DFW airport, and this is the only place, I think this and Trader Joe's are the only two places in all of Dallas where people are wearing masks. So I bought this Geiger counter, and I want to test it when I go on the airplane. All the readings are about the same around Dallas, and we're getting about 0.09, 0.08 microsieverts an hour, and that's a totally safe and normal reading. So we're going to see when we're flying high in the plane what it is. 36G.
Check it out, you all right?
Thank you. We're over 2.8 microsieverts per hour, and this is more than like 35 times the normal radiation in Dallas. And for point of reference, when I was in Chernobyl, it was something like 0.3 to 1.2, and it could get up to like 2.2 among vegetation. And right here we're around 37,000 feet or 11,275 meters, so I'm going to get about 2 weeks of radiation on this flight. Back in Poznan, and I'm feeling absolutely miserable and jet lagged. But fortunately, the sun isn't quite so dangerous as it was before. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go see my cats. I'm going to rest a little bit. And I just got some interesting news that I'm invited to go to give a math talk in Stalin's hometown in the country of Georgia. And they're going to show me the Stalin Museum and all kinds of stuff. So stick around if you want to see some adventures in some crazy places like that.